I do have a disease called reflex sympathetic dystrophy. Glad we don't have the video here today because I have trouble with the video. I got this disease 11 years ago from an orthopedic injury, and it's how most children get the disease. There is no cure for this disease. It's called the disease of fire, burning, or hell. It is the #1 disease on the McGill pain scale. Brain cancer is here, RSD is here. I won't even get into the kind of pain that RSD has. I'm a very strong person, mentally and physically. I have a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I was a professional UFC fighter. You know, how many people know what ultimate fighting is? Okay. In addition to that, I'm a professional race car driver of cars that look like Indy cars, small little cars. I'm pretty tough. When I got RSD 11 years ago, I was in a wheelchair for 11 months. I couldn't work for 18 months because I set up my business where it could function without me. We were just talking about that. Other consultants doing exactly what I do. My company continued to make money. I would literally scream for 6 hours a day because there's no medication that touches RSD until I would pass out. And my neighbors outside my house, and I live on an acre of property, they actually would hear me. The windows were closed. Yeah, I guess I will go there. I feel like I can trust this room. I just got the sense you're with me. I had decided to take my own life because I couldn't live with the pain, and I had asked every night, prayed to end my life, and it wasn't going to happen. And so one night I sent my husband out with friends to the wine library in New Jersey, which is a nice big trip. Yeah, right? I knew he'd be gone for a long time. And my dad used to live with us back then. He's passed. I sent my dad out with friends. And before my nurse left for the day, I said, can you just line up all my pills at my nightstand? They're hard for me to get to. And so she did. And then I took my laptop and said, I'm going to leave a note. I want people to understand why I'm doing this. And I thought I was typing a suicide note. And I wrote a book called Magnetize. Has anybody read that book? Magnetize. And I went to read my note, and I was like, what? This is not a suicide note. I don't know where this came from. It just came. And when I read it, I realized there must be a reason that I wrote that instead of a suicide note, and I Googled RSD. And that's when I found out about millions of children who have this disease and who don't have funds. I'm blessed and fortunate enough that I did have funds, and I do have funds, and I could get treatment. Now, I did get ketamine treatment, which is elephant tranquilizer, poured it in my veins. It's $500 a day. The doctors only take cash. Insurance won't pay for it because it's experimental. And it's $500 a day for 14 days, then you go back in 3 weeks for 3 more days, and then the rest of your life, 3 days every month. Most of these children's families cannot afford this. And I realized, Terry, this disease is your gift. You have a voice. You can impact a lot of people. You're supposed to start a foundation and help kids. Because I got a mission and a vision, I was able to get out of bed 2 days later. Now, I only stood for a few seconds, and I mean seconds. A few days later, I stood for 7 seconds, and then 11 seconds. Within a month, I took my first couple of steps. I still have RSD. It doesn't go away. I still have the same pain. I just learned how to live with it.